Do you ever wonder if it's possible to pick up, let's say, Tom Brady's girlfriend? Well, today, I'm gonna show you a secret technique to pick up girls who are dating rich guys, celebrities, and other athletes. All right, my name is Madison with Real Social Dynamics, and welcome to video number 2 of the preview series for Get Your 10, which is all about becoming a 10 on 10 guy and the ability to get higher quality girls that are 10 on 10 themselves. Stay tuned, this is gonna blow your mind, guaranteed. Are you madly in love with anybody right now?
You want to know?
Sure. Free drinks, awesome.
Do you follow hockey?
Do I follow hockey? You know, I'm Canadian, but I don't follow hockey. I don't know what that means.
No?
I don't. Show me your pictures. Pics or it didn't happen, bro. Pics or it didn't happen, bro. Pics or it didn't happen, bro. Let me see your finger. Oh, no ring. So my question for you is, are you ready to make that sacrifice? What are you willing to give up? Because listen, you see a girl so beautiful, she's attractive, you have excuses about why you can't do it. You feel like your resistance in you. You're stuck in your old way of living. You want to be the same guy that you were, but you can't be the same person. You got to change to get something new. You know this, but you're making fucking excuses. There's 3 excuses you probably make. Number 1, you think it's not possible for you. You're not interesting enough, successful enough, rich enough, handsome enough, smart enough. Whatever your excuse is, it's all about you. You think you can't do it. The second type of excuse is about the girl. You think they're too pretty for you. They're out of your league. They're inaccessible. There's none around you. You can't see them anywhere. And the last kind of excuse is you think you don't know how. You need somebody to coach you. You need that vehicle to get you there. Without the coaching, the vehicle, the right information, you're destined to fail. You can try all you want, but you can't do it. You get the girl right in front of you without the vehicle, you can't get her. So we're gonna talk about it today. We're gonna talk about all 3, all right? Like, why are you kidding? You know, why are you joking around? Let's get serious here. I'm not here to blow smoke up your ass and tell you, if you just try 50%, it's gonna happen. I'm not here to tell you, if you just give a little effort, maybe you'll get some success. No, you gotta go all in, balls to the wall, hold nothing back. If you give a mediocre effort here, you're gonna get a mediocre result. And let me tell you, man, the girl of your dreams is not a mediocre girl. She's not gonna want a mediocre guy who gave a mediocre effort to get her with mediocre intelligence, mediocre suaveness, mediocre gangster. What the fuck is a mediocre gangster? I don't even know what that word is. Doesn't even make sense to me. Mediocre, mediocre, mediocre. Aren't you tired of that? Think of how much time you've wasted being mediocre. Think of how much time you wasted just trying a little bit. Think of how much time you've wasted not going after rejection. Let me tell you, I love rejection. I love rejection. Rejection gets me horny. Rejection turns me on. If I'm getting rejected, I know that I'm trying. I know I'm making action. I'm taking effort. I see a sale I don't get, I get rejected, amazing, I went for it. I see a girl's beautiful, I don't get her, rejected, amazing, I step the fuck up. The more you're rejected, the more you're making progress, the more you're going forward. The more you're failing, the better it is. I wanna rack up as many rejections as I can. I'm like rejection collecting, get as many as I can. Because that means at least I'm going hard. What's worse is even not getting rejected, it means you didn't step up. If a girl sees you and you're just like, you walk up to her and she barely notices you, you think that's a rejection? Nah, get a real fucking rejection. You're a man, for Christ's sakes. For crying out loud. How old are you? How did you even get on this earth? Dude, if you're 25 years old, you were in the war back in the day. 25, 30, 40 years ago, you would have been in the war. Be a man. Look, everything around you is built by men. The building you're in, right now, the computer you're on watching this, the video service, whatever, everything designed by men, the society that you live in, men that took a risk and stood up, took a chance. So why are you being a little bitch about this? Why are you scared of what somebody you don't know thinks about you? Why are you scared of that? Be a man. Be a fucking man. You have two balls. Use them. They're there for a reason. You are the chosen one of this generation. You beat hundreds of thousands of other sperm to be here. You are the most opportunity time of history. You're the internet. You have a free society. You have a government. You could walk outside and not get stabbed with a sword. It's not the dark ages. There's so much opportunity around you. There's girls that are gathered together in a club for just you to go and talk to them. I roll up on this girl and she starts talking about how great she is, how successful she is, and all the things she has going for her. And she's talking about this athlete guy. And you'll see how I flip the interaction. At one point, there's a key distinction here where she's putting all this on me, and I say to her a few words, or I use a little bit of technique, and it flips it around where she's now qualifying herself to me. You'll see what happens here. There's a certain key point in the interaction where she's saying all these things to me that sound cool, and I use a little bit of a flip, and I get her to start qualifying herself, and all of a sudden what she thinks is cool in the world is no longer what I think is cool in the world.
Take them both. Take them both.
That's my brother, if you can tell.
So I see her surrounded by 4 or 5 guys. They're all I'm like, take them both. Take them both. They're all like around her. I'm like, take them both. Take them both. I'm trying to get her to choose the guys, which is a old thing. It was called disqualifying yourself. When you do that, it automatically shows that you're not interested and you have higher value.
They're very handsome. Take them both. They all got good shirts. Line up, line up, line up. Yeah.
And now I'm like, look, take them both. They all have great shirts. They're handsome. Line up, line up. So I'm actually low-key dissing the guys, because the guys, just by standing there, it sounds like they're listening to me, like they're taking orders from me. I'm like, line up, line up. They were already standing there when I got there. So it's kind of like a trick. I'm like, line up, now present yourself to her. Show her that you want her, show her you're the best. It's like kind of like low-key dissing them because they were already standing there. I just walked to the situation and I reframed it and painted it as something else.
The more the merrier. If they're jealous, it's a sign of weakness.
Oh, we got 4.
Now you have 4. Look at you, you're so popular.
And I'm like, look at you, you're so positive. The more the merrier. And I'm just like basically playing this frame that like, I don't really care. Look at all these guys pursuing you. And isn't it funny, isn't it hilarious when men pursue women? I'm just continuing with that. So the more this goes on, this dynamic goes on, the less cool the guys are, the more interesting I'm seeing, the more she wants to know more about me.
Orbiters. Oh, so popular, like Oprah. You know what? I can't stand here. I can't stand this. Let's go away.
And you see as I pull away, she's like, she's excited. She pulls away, she pursues me a little bit, and I come back in. I probably should have stayed out a little bit longer, but I didn't in that situation. She leans over to me and she starts engaging me.
I'm Stan. Nice to meet you. Who are you? Who the hell are you?
Nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you. What do you do in life and shit?
If you don't know, it's a tech company.
Maybe she actually was in The Bachelor Canada. I have no idea if she was. Maybe she is. I'll have to look her up after. Possible. Anyways, she's telling me about her job now, what she does in life. Now, I did that as a hard qualifier. What do you do in life and shit? You might have heard me say this in other videos. I just do it for the fun of it, just to see what her reaction is going to be. I don't actually care what she does in life. I just like to say, what do you do in life and shit? There's this old line I have from a buddy of mine. I'd say, why don't you have a job? It's just fun to see girls' reactions. I have a job? It's so stupid. My friend used to say to his old buddy that stayed on the couch and smoked weed all the time, why don't you have a job? That's where that comes from. It's just a variation of that.
So, let me ask you a question. Are you madly in love with anybody right now?
Yeah.
Besides Jesus Christ, your Lord and Savior. Besides Jesus. Really? And who is he?
You want to know?
Sure.
So you see her, I ask her, are you madly in love with anybody? Any girl who's attractive is gonna have a guy she's somewhat interested in, is interested in her, she's talking to, getting over. It's just like there's certain waves of relationships, right? Like let's say a girl's not very attractive, like a 6 or a 5. She's gonna be like in a relationship, then like single for bigger droughts. And then relationship, and then single for bigger droughts. But a girl's attractive, it's like got these like mountains that overlap, right? And it's like when one guy's on his way out, there's like another guy ready to jump in to be in a relationship with her. So she's always gonna have somebody in her mind. Now this girl actually is seeing a guy, and she's like, oh yeah, she's like so happy to show me who he is, right? I'm like think about that. I'm like, are you seeing anybody? She's like, yeah. Here's the phone. Like, here he is. You know who this is? Do you know? Like, like it's a little bit of a validation boost for her because she's so proud about it. But really, it's like, you know, you wouldn't gloat this kind of thing. It's like me saying, hey man, hey, you're doing good at your work. You're like, yeah, here's my bank account. Look at my bank account, right? Like, I don't walk around showing how many sales like my company got in the last month. I'm like, look at this, yeah, business is going great. Like strangers in the bar. So it's a little bit of a of her qualifying herself. It's just actually a hardcore qualifying, and I take this as a sign of insecurity. You know, she could love this guy. She could have a great relationship with this guy. She could be amazing with him. They can even getting married. But the point is, she feels a little bit insecure. She's overqualifying herself by seeing so superior. Adler calls this the inferiority-superiority complex, where people that feel inferior are over-superior in some way. And people that feel like they're over-superior in reality try to make themselves feel inferior because they're ashamed of it.
Free drinks, awesome.
Do you follow hockey?
Do I follow hockey? You know, I'm Canadian, but I don't follow hockey. I don't know what that means.
No?
I don't. Show me the pictures. Pics or it didn't happen, bro.
So I tease her, I'm like, Pixar didn't happen, bro. It's like either you're fucking this guy or it didn't happen. She's trying to show me this athlete cards or some bullshit like the roster of a team. Like I'm just like, Pixar didn't happen, bro. You gotta make fun of it.
It didn't happen, bro. Pixar didn't happen, bro. Let me see your finger. Oh, no ring.
I'm like, let's see your finger. Oh, no ring. This came from an old buddy of mine. I used to see girls with flowers in the street, and he'd be like, who bought you the flowers? She'd be like, this guy. Like, does he love you? She'd be like, I don't know. No, he doesn't. Are you happy? It was a little fun flip of that. So yeah, no ring. He doesn't love you.
If he loved you, there would be a ring on the finger.
Okay, one.
Fair game.
I just moved here. One.
From where? Okay.
In September.
Okay, very interesting. So typical, showing off the high-profile guys she's dating. I thought you were different.
I have a very good job.
See, I call her on it again. So typical, calling out the high-profile guy that she's dating. I thought you were different. She's like, I have a high-profile job. She starts to qualify herself with materialistic things again, right? And then you're gonna see me switch it again in a second.
Okay, what else?
Well, when I moved to for my career,
Okay.
I have my own path.
When's the last time you volunteered? Yeah.
I hit her with, when was the last time you volunteered? It's like, ooh, right? I go off the materialistic plane. Now, again, materialistic goals are amazing. Like, do I want to help the world and be rich? Absolutely. I want to do both. Do I want to live in a penthouse and drive a Porsche? Sure, absolutely. I want to do both. Do I also want to help the world and change mankind? Absolutely. I want to do that. Do I want to encourage young men and help women have better relationships and understand themselves? Absolutely. But all of the goals she's looking to me so far are materialistic goals and achievements, and I'm not interested in that. I'm like, not playing it because you can't compete with the guy. Does that make sense? How's that going to happen? Reality is the dude is a fucking athlete, professional athlete on the major team. And I've dated these girls that are cheerleaders. I've dated these girls that are porn stars. You can't beat the guys they're dating. If you date a porn star, she's got like some guy's a sultan, like literally a sultan, or a guy who's like a prince of some fucking Dubai nation trying to fly her out on a helicopter. Literally, it's happening. You got some guys that are like millionaires, own penthouses and mansions and stuff. How are you going to compete with that if you don't have it? So the way you do is you don't be a high value guy by her rules. You be a high value guy by your own rules, by your own set of the way you see what's valuable to you. And you try to convince her and literally brainwash her into what is valuable in your world. Because she's going to date you at all. If she is ever going to date you, she's got to see those things that you see as valuable as high value as well. Does that make sense? Does that click in your mind? Is that something that you can develop and run with a little bit? Can you use that? I think you can.
I volunteer at the, I don't know what you guys call it. So I walk dogs and I'm a foster mom.
What's that?
Foster mom.
Okay. Plus one brownie point. Plus one brownie point.
And then I also volunteer with.
So I say plus one brownie point to give her a little bit of encouragement to continue talking about the internal qualifications and good things she has about herself. She's like, oh, good, I'm on the right track. Keep talking about these things.
So I have to tell you, I used to live in LA. In LA, everybody would lead with like the job or who they knew. So I'm very against like.
Oh yeah, that's fair. You just asked me if I have a boyfriend.
Imagine I was like, by the way, pull up my phone. You know what this is? It's a Playboy model. That's right.
That's fair. But I'm just
I'm a Playboy model.
If you know like hometown, like I grew up in the country, like on a farm. So this is very new to me, like the whole vibe.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Did you know that I'm 16? I'm too young for you.
You're not 16.
But I like picking up old cougars. I'm
not a little cougar. I'm very young, actually.
Oh, really? How old are you?
23.
Since you're new in town, and you seem to be handling your own conversation, I gave you a lot of shit, but you handled it. So
I'm like, that's why I came here, because I'm independent and I'm not gonna fucking back down for anything. That's why I'm in sales. Like, half the guys I work with are 50 years old.
you're like an alpha female.
Yeah.
How big is your penis?
Massive.
I don't know why that's funny. I just started thinking more often. She's like, I'm an alpha female. I'm like, how big is your penis? I started getting this from like my buddy of mine. We were talking about how girls that call themselves alpha females have an imaginary penis. And we're like, they just want their penis to be bigger than yours. So whenever a girl's like, I'm independent. I'm like, how big is your penis? She's like, massive. It's kind of just like I'm fucking with them, but they kind of like it.
Like that?
Yeah, yours, that one, yeah. You're not the first one who's asked me that.
How big your penis is? Well, listen, you're hung like a black guy, but I'm like a little Asian man. I'm like show me your hand.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So apparently it's a bad thing for a girl to have like her own independence and like, but like whatever. I don't know. Interesting.
I don't know about all that. But yo, you have Instagram?
Yeah.
Bust out the phone. I'll add myself. I got it. Can you hold my jacket? Thank you, darling. Thank you. Yes.
I don't care if you go to a club, you're like, I don't like this club. Shut the fuck up. I don't care if you like the club. Get results. Get results, and then you can not like the club. All right? You're entitled to not like the club after you go and get some results, after you bring home some bacon, right? You want a stunning girl? She's not gonna say to you, hey, you know, we're poor and hungry, but you tried to get a job. Good job. Good, well done. No, where's the fucking food? I'm your woman. You're the man. I don't care if you tried. Do. There is no trying. Just do it. Nike's slogan isn't, hey, you thought about it, with a little check mark. The slogan for Nike is not something so stupid. It's do it. Not think about it, do it. It's not try, it's do it. Do it. Just fucking do it. Again, I don't care how you feel. Feel sad for yourself after you've done it. Feel sad for yourself after you've actually gotten results. Feel sad for yourself after you've given 100%. But until you give 100%, you don't have the luxury of feeling bad for yourself.
I just asked some girl like what time it was, and then I sat down and she came and like sat right next to me. We chatted up for like 15 minutes and then got her phone number.
When I would go out, because like everyone's like 19, 20, 21, and I'm like 32, you know, and I'm like thinking, man, I'm too fucking old for this, and I should just go to bed or something. But like the way you presented it, you know, just completely changed everything for me, man. So
I start to approach the table. Yeah, I start to do this and pushing myself, and I talk to myself. I can meet a new friend.
You don't have that luxury. Like, I look at people that feel bad for themselves and victim mentality, and I'm like, oh my gosh, you're so lucky to be you. You have the option to sit down there and feel bad for yourself. You have time. How much time do you have in your fucking day to sit down there and be bad for yourself? Like, oh, I'm gonna sit here for half an hour and feel bad that I don't have the girl I want. Oh, yeah, and I spent 2 minutes doing something about it and 30 minutes feeling bad about it. Wow. Dude, I'm gonna die. We're all gonna die soon. I don't have the time, the luxury to feel bad about it, to feel bad about not getting results, to feel bad about the efforts that I tried, the efforts that I made. I don't have time to feel bad for myself and sit there and wallow in my self-sadness and about how I don't look a certain way and I don't have enough money and how I don't feel good and how it's so hard for me. It's easier for somebody else. Oh, boo-hoo, boo-hoo, hoo-hoo, 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 Woo, woo, woo. Do you want a cookie? What do you want? What do you want? Who's gonna give you this imaginary cookie? Like, oh man, that guy really tried, and he felt bad for himself. So let's just give him one. Let's just give him like a 10 just gonna just hop on you just because you tried and you felt bad about yourself. Like she's gonna just like, oh, you know what? Hey, there's lots of great options out here, but you feel bad for yourself. So keep crying because you're gonna get something. Nobody gives a fuck. Nobody's gonna give you attention for feeling bad about yourself. Nobody cares. Everybody's got their own fucking problems. They got family problems, financial problems, whatever. So it doesn't matter. Don't waste time feeling bad for yourself. Just go out there and do it. Just do it. Get results. It's simple. It's not impossible. It's super simple. The process is here for you laid out, okay? You have a guy, myself, who has been teaching this for about 4 or 5 years. I have 11 years of experience in every 4 corners of the globe. I've taught every nationality and taught students from different backgrounds in alternate countries. You have all the information. You see in the infield. You see me do this again and again and again. You see me be the most consistent person at picking up attractive women on a regular basis over and over, predictably. Who else is gonna teach you this? Who else has that teaching experience? Who else is the vehicle to get you there? You're here. You got the guy. I'm the man. Sign me up. You ready to do this or what? Right? And then the information. I got the information. I don't even gotta test it anymore. It's down to a science. It's predictable information. I know exactly what to do. I know the buttons. I know the triggers. I know the strategies. I know the techniques. The information's there. So now you have the information. What's your fucking excuse? Got the coach. Got the information. What's your excuse? No girls around you? Shit, they're around you all the time. But you're so busy feeling sorry for yourself that you're not even taking advantage of your opportunities. I walk down the street and I see a girl in a coffee shop and she's behind a glass and I'm on the other side. I can be like, well, I have a winter jacket on. Well, she's inside. Well, she's on the laptop. Well, she's eating. No, go back, look at her, smile, peace sign, wave. Make an effort. Get through the glass. Fuck the glass. Fuck the coffee shop. Fuck your her being on the laptop eating. And fuck your winter coat. I don't even care. Make it happen. Make it happen. Look for the opportunities. They're all around you. Opportunities come to those who are ready or walking the line. Success comes to those who are taking steps forward. You don't know where the next success is. You cannot see it. That's the way success works. You take one step and then you don't even know where the next step is. You can't see it. You're blind to the next step. But because you've taken that step, the next one reveals itself to you in time. And you don't know where the next step is either after that. You can't see it. You don't know what's going to happen. What are you going to do? What's your move? How are you going to make this work? You don't know. And then you take the next step and it reveals itself to you in time. That's the way success works. You can't predict what's going to happen. From down here, you can't see step number 3. You can only see it if you're taking steps and taking risk. High risk, high reward, baby. That's the way it's always going to be. So the excuses of, I can't do it. I have this background, my beliefs. I've never done this before. Get out of your own way. You can do it. Everybody deserves this. You're not coming from a different cloth. If a man has done something, another man can do it again. The girls, there's no 10s around me. There's opportunity everywhere. There's girls everywhere. And they would like you if you were a man that took action, if you were a man that stood up, if you were a man that was a man's man. That's within you already. You just gotta let that out. And of course, the third one, the coaching, the vehicle, the information. It's here. So much opportunity, modern day age, myself, I'm here to guide you. You have so much content, so many videos. You have Get Your 10. You got so much stuff, man. So much stuff. Like, just go harder. Go fucking harder. Don't half-step it. Don't mediocre pussyfoot around. Go harder. Going harder is not like a pastime. It's a lifestyle. It's a 24/7 thing. Go harder in everything you do. You're gonna brush your teeth. Take 30 seconds extra or a minute extra to floss. You're gonna go to the gym. You're gonna be tired at rep number 6. Get that spiritual moment at rep number 7 when you have to look inside yourself and find a deeper passion and motivation and an opportunity for growth by pushing past that resistance. Go harder. One more rep. You see that girl that's at the bar or dancing on a table? Walk up to her as confident as you can for one moment. Forget everything you see around you. Forget the distractions, the other dudes, the girls, the guys at the bottle, the people she might know, the music. Forget the fact that you're not dressed as cool, she's beautiful, has so much makeup. Block it out of your mind for one moment. Get focused. You are in control of your mind. Whip it into your desire. Focus, block out everything else, and find that hunger inside you. Find the inner gangster inside of you. Find that passion inside of you. Put out your hand with absolute confidence. Take her with you. Invite her to come with you. Reassure her to come with you. Create something new in this moment, just for a second, by taking her off the stage and bring her into you, and you into her. Just for 10 seconds, man. Just 10 seconds. That's all it takes. I'm not asking you to be perfect all the time. I'm just asking you to commit right now in those moments. There's no more excuses. No more excuses. Again, it's simple, but it's not gonna be easy. It's gonna require a lot of work, a lot of effort, a lot of dedication and focus, a lot of sacrifices of feeling bad for yourself. Letting go of your resistance. Everything you want is on the other side of fear, and I think you're ready. Let's get your 10. That was a game changer, wasn't it? That was just a sample of one of the many techniques inside to Get Your 10 to get girls chasing you, the same girls who are dating athletes, rich guys, and celebrities. Now you can date those girls on the same quality and level. It's all about flipping the script, getting them to qualify themselves and chase you based on what you think is valuable to you. And that's why inner game is so important. It can never, ever be replaced by just purely outer game techniques. I go to this very deep inside Get Your 10. I have a whole month of exercises and challenges just on your inner game, getting clear on what your values are and expressing that to the outside world. So if you want to get more information on this, go to getyour10.com/VIP and you can download my free mini course, The Harem, right now. The price is unbelievable because it's free. Costs you nothing. It's a no-brainer. Go check it out. Get involved in it. Start learning. And again, this is going to be a game changer unlike any other. Get Your 10 is my premier course, my last kill shot in the game, the most advanced dating program in the world. Nothing can compete to it. All right, so use me as a Ferrari to go get the hottest chicks possible. Don't use me as a Ferrari to just pick up your mail on the end of the driveway. All right, I'll see you very soon, and keep on rocking out. Cheers. Let me ask you a question. What did you get in this for, man? You're run-of-the-mill 6, you're run-of-the-mill 7, a girl who's not that ambitious, not that hot, not that intelligent. I don't think you did. You got in this for your dream girl, the girl next door, next to you in class, the one you see on TV, the one that you get excited about on Instagram. That's what you got in this for. But somewhere along the line, you gave up. You became one of two guys. You're the guy that said, I'm not gonna try very hard because I know that I'm gonna fail. Or the guy that tried to get his dream girl and you didn't know how to do it, and so you fucked up along the way. Well, guess what, man? I'm gonna give you all the insights that I have about this. Because first of all, you might not know this, but 6s and 7s are actually harder than 9s or 10s. Because 9s and 10s communicate on a very pure communication channel, a very simple language. And once you understand this blueprint, it makes it so much easier. You're actually probably killing your results by going for girls of lesser quality if you're a high value guy. Not only that, but you probably can't even see the 10s that are around you. Why? Because you're intimidated by them. Because you block them out of your mind so you don't approach them and you don't get rejected. But if you knew the language in which they communicated, walking up to them and being simple would be very easy. A lot of times when you see me talk to a 9 or a 10, it's gonna look the same way as when you talk to an average girl, but it's completely different. You're gonna say, hey, don't me and Madison be pimping alike? Nah, not in your life. There's things that I do and I say that look the same, but they operate on a completely different level. Because I understand something called painting context, and I understand high value communication, and that makes all of the difference. And I didn't come about this easily because I was in the game for 7, 8, 9 years before I understood this stuff. I did all the programs, I went to all the seminars, and nothing seemed to work. And then for me, the turning point was I decided that was it, no more ya basta, as they say. And I discovered the fashion industry. And I went around with my friends that were fashion industry people, the photographers, people backstage, and I hung out with the models, and I went to the shows and the events. And I learned that a lot of these girls who were on these magazines and on the runway were very different than how I perceived them. They operated and thought about dating differently. And once I understood that pathway, that labyrinth, I was able to talk to them and have them be very attracted to me. That spilled over onto online dating. That spilled over to dating girls who were on TV, and so on and so on. I started to incorporate this in my life and share it with my students. In fact, thousands upon thousands upon thousands of them now. And you usually don't hear about these students because some of these guys have become even more successful, high profile. And the girls that they're dating, if you knew their names, you would recognize them right away. So what we did is we kind of keep it silent. We kept it on the down low for a while because, true bad boys move in silence. But I thought time was here. Enough is enough. I decided to give you guys my final dating program with RSD. This is my kill shot. This is everything that I know about attracting nothing but high quality girls. The 10 points that make all the difference. And these insights are gonna revolutionize the way you see women and yourself. It's gonna explore so much opportunity and open up the door to that opportunity. Things that you didn't even know were right in front of your eyes are gonna become possible. And that's what I have for you in this program coming out February the 14th. This program is for guys that are absolutely more than dead serious. They are committed to getting their dream girl. You might think that it would take a really long time to get good at this stuff. And I've seen it to be absolutely different. The reason why you might think it takes a long time is because you've been doing it wrong. Everything you've been taught is wrong, and the way you've been going about it is just dead wrong. I don't mean to twist a knife here, but you've been wasting your time. Guys come to me, take my programs, and somewhere around 60 to 90 days later, they send me a photo with a girl that's absolutely mind-blowing that they thought they could even get. It's way beyond their dreams. So I know it's possible. And that's why I designed the course to be 60 to 90 days of challenges. It's not about doing theory and sitting down with your little paper all the time. It's about getting out in the real world and also doing challenges, interacting with these girls, making friends with them, and learning from them. That's what this is about. And I know that you can make a change in 60 to 90 days if you commit to it. That's why this is a 90-day challenge to your breakthrough. This is all about quality, not quantity. And I know that you've been trying your best and you've been giving it your all. But if what you were doing would have worked, it would have worked already. If the videos and courses that you got would have worked, they would have worked already. If what your friends told you was the way to go about it, and that would have worked, where are the results? It would have worked already. Again, 10s operate on a different frequency. Your dream girl operates on a different paradigm. And we got to figure out who that dream girl is and get you to be the guy that she's looking for. And once we have that, nothing but magic. So get your 10. It's coming very, very soon, February the 14th. If you haven't already, subscribe to the interest list, get notified of events that are happening, see cool behind the scenes videos, and get some free content, including the harem, which is all about open relationships, threesomes, and all kinds of stuff that you want to have with this dream girl that's going to come into your life, okay? And how to prepare her and yourself for that situation and make it last. So I want to thank you very much for watching. Welcome to the inside, and I'll see you very soon.